He has never forgotten the power of his fans in helping him to become Britain's biggest music artist with an eye-watering £370 million fortune. So when Ed Sheeran decided to leave his record label after 15 years, it wasn't surprising that he shared the news directly with the millions of supporters who have followed every twist and turn of his miraculous journey to the top. "This isn't a disgruntled artist leaves record label type situation," wrote Sheeran. "This is a boy who started as a teenager on the company with different priorities, to the father of two man who exists now, who feels like he needs a shift and change." The statement sent shockwaves through the music industry, but what he failed to divulge was that he had in fact walked out on what has been described as an incredible deal, prompting speculation that the Shape of You star now has little time for his label, Warner. And while there were plaudits for how respectful his words were, many insiders have been left questioning whether the company still has the cachet it once had since Nepo baby Aaron Bay Shook, son of Hollywood actors John Shook and Susan Bay, was placed in charge last year. Since then, sources say that the label has become a show with American Bay Shook and his sidekick Tom Corson apparently not caring what happens in the UK office. In fact, some say it has become like a satellite operation, a staggering prospect, given it is still the home to top names including Coldplay, Liam Gallagher, and Kylie Minogue. While they are making profits, a drive was announced last year to slash costs by $300 million, £223 million, leading to a bloodbath within the organization. Today, Warner's once pristine office just off Kensington High Street has been described as a sad reflection of what it once was, with one former staff member describing boxes lying everywhere. "It's like a removals firm," they say. "It looks like everyone is moving out. It's very sad. It used to be a great place to be, but in the last year things have really changed. No wonder Ed wants out. There is a feeling there is little care for the UK these days, that it's being run by people in Los Angeles disconnected from London, with a Nepo baby at the top. Losing Ed is an absolute disaster for them." Sheeran, 35, signed to Atlantic Records, a subsidiary of Warner, in 2011. Since then he has sold an estimated 200 million albums, and Shape of You, with nearly 5 billion streams on Spotify, is one of the most streamed songs in history. His huge profits have enabled him to build his own town, dubbed Sheeranville, close to where he grew up in Framlingham, Suffolk, which features a sprawling home, a pub, a chapel and a nature pond. As for Ed's future, he is yet to announce which label he will go to, if any, but given his track record of sharing everything with his fans, it's likely they will be the first to know once he makes up his mind. Sources are quick to say he is a different person to the one he was 15 years ago. Today, he sees himself as a grown-up and a businessman. He is also a family man after marrying childhood sweetheart Cherry Seaborn and having 2 children, Lyra and Jupiter. Industry insiders say that he is considering a move to 26.2, a newly launched record label in partnership with Sony Music, led by former Warner executives Julie Greenwald and Max Lusada. Lusada was part of the team who signed Sheeran in 2011, but was fired by Warner 15 months ago. It is understood that Ed took a dim view of his sacking, as he did with other senior executives leaving the company. It is said he worked well with them and respected them as people, as well as for their musical knowledge. There is also chatter that he could sign with Warner's rivals Universal or even go it alone. He already has his own label, Gingerbread, which is ensconced within Warner. He recently signed British singer Dylan, real name Natasha Woods, after she was his support act during his concerts in both the US and the UK in 2022. Ed doesn't need Warner, says a source close to him. A lot of people he worked with aren't there anymore and it's time for a change-up. He wants more control, to renegotiate and choose who he works with again rather than the people who he feels have been forced upon him. He has built a team around him now who work solely for him. It's time for a refresh and a reset with people who understand him rather than people sitting on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean.